Hey, Dave from Stuff Outdoor Dad's like here as part of this winter bike commuting series. I want to show you what I carry for sort of emergency supplies in case something happens while I'm out there. I sort of alluded to this in my review of this awesome Toe Peak MTX bag and rack system. I kind of left a little cliffhanger there, so sorry about that. But I just thought that if I buried it in that review, it would have been missed. If you wanted to know what I'd carried, you wouldn't really click on that from the description. So it seemed better just to break it out in this other review. So this is part of now, I was going to say 3-part, it's getting longer, 4 or 5, maybe 6-part series all about what I use for my bike commuting in terms of the bike. This is a Marin Sausalito E1, some of the accessories that you see. This whole video about the bag here. I'm going to do another one about bike clothing. You can see I'm in most of my bike clothing, but not all of it. And now I want to talk to you about emergency supplies. So, first thing, not an emergency supply. This is just a plastic bag. What's this for? Covering my saddle at work so I have a dry seat when I come out. Most of the time I don't actually use this now because I have a little bit of a covering where they allow us to, or where the bike rack is at work. But if I didn't have a wet saddle and a wet butt, riding home, no fun. So that's that. I do carry a little shorty pump in here. Fortunately haven't had to use this, but even though I carry CO2, it's always good to have a nice pump. Some of the nicer CO2 cartridge setups have a built-in integrated like mini pump just to get you out of a jam in case everything else goes to crap. Mine doesn't have that, and I had this sitting around and figured why not. So that's in there. Then I have this little guy. This is an adventure medical kit. I've had it for a long time. And it's got all sorts of stuff that I probably don't need, like a fishing kit. Hopefully I don't need a fishing kit getting trapped on my 7.5-mile ride to work, but it's in there. There's a compass. Hopefully I don't need that as well. 7.5 miles. Hopefully I can get myself home. There's a signaling mirror. I maybe could use that. A rescue whistle. That seems like okay. Duct tape. There's some fire starters. But the big one that's in here is a reflective solar blanket. So if I am, let's say I fall off my bike in the middle of the winter and I break my leg. Got my cell phone that's in here in the top slot so I can call for help. I got an Apple Watch on that has crash detection. So hopefully, even if I'm knocked unconscious, someone will be alerted to my location. I think that's a pretty nice feature. They're also, just as I'm talking, not emergency SOS, the new phones have that and stuff, but the medical ID on your Apple Watch or on your iPhone, super easy to set up, and it's really easy for rescuers to click a button and they can see what your blood type is, if you have any medical problems, any allergies, and then emergency contact. So all that's set up, and I'd recommend doing all that. Again, it's super easy through your iPhone or Apple Watch to do that. But I can call for help, or my watch or phone will let somebody know, and then I can wrap myself in my solar reflective heated blanket or whatever those are called until help arrives. So that's in there. On the other side, this is the rest of my kit, and this is just a leftover plastic bag. You can see nothing fancy. Sorry about the noise. Spare tube. I'm going to put it in here. How convenient. I'm going to dump it out, then it'll be less noisy. Too bad. It didn't work as planned. Okay, spare bag. Mask. This is just because some places, we're still peri-COVID here. So, you walk into the random place, no one's wearing masks anymore, and then now somebody wants you to wear a mask, you got it. Some just abdominal dressings. These are like 5-inch by 9-inch dressings in case you encounter some bleeding. Another mask. This is just a lens wipe for your glasses. It's kind of nice to have. I got another plastic bag. I don't really know why that's in there, but it's there. Some tape for those dressings, just medical tape. Duct tape works too. And then I have my CO2 setup. Again, if I were to replace this, this is a Planet Bike CO2. It's what my bike shop had. It works fine. There is a relief valve and close on this, which I do like. Some of them don't even have that. I like that valve for sure, but I think I'd get one of the ones that is like a mini pump combined, and it would just take care of everything. And then 2 cartridges, and then there's the sleeve on here so that you're not holding an ice cold cartridge. So a cartridge should be fine for each tire, but then there's a backup. Tire lever. A couple batteries for my headlamp. So if, again, out there and, you know, all my lights die, I can take these batteries and put them in. These Amazon batteries, these Amazon Basics, to be honest, I've used these in like my garage door opener in the winter. They suck. They do not work well in cold weather. They work well for other things, but maybe I should replace these with some nicer batteries. And then this is my multi-tool. This wolf tooth tool is nice. It's got a lot of stuff. This is much more money than you need to spend, but it is pretty sweet. Since I'm here, we'll sort of talk about what's on here. So do I even know all the parts? So it's got sort of not ratcheting head, but a multi-head. And then it's got a bunch of different, you know, Allen heads, Torx heads that are in here that are all magnetic, which is pretty slick and snap in here. It's got a spot for 2 quick links for a chain. It's got this thing, which is for, I don't know exactly what it's for. I think it's to put in a tire plug. You've seen I clearly have not used that. There's another adapter on the back here to take out a Presta fitting for tubeless tires, so you can put in sealant. And then the pliers can be used for the chain to snap them together, and there's other pliery functions here. So yeah, this thing's a little pricey, but it was kind of a splurge. I wanted it. I needed some of the tools that were on there. It's cool, I guess. But that's it. That's what I carry. Should I carry more? Probably. I don't know. Again, my ride is not that far. I'm close to major roads the whole time, although on the rail trail most of the time. So I'm both out of traffic, but also could get help pretty easily for the most part. But I try to carry this with me all the time so that I'm good to go. Oh, the other thing is water, carrying a full thing of water. I found it in another review. This thing's empty. I need to fill it up. But that's what I carry for my rides. And then, I mentioned this in another review, but I carry a forward light, which is this Night Rider 650, Lumina Micro 650, which is plenty bright. And then I have 2 rear Night Rider lights. All these are micro USB rechargeable, and they make it really easy. And then I use a light on my helmet just with, it's a Petzl Actic Core. It's like 650 lumens now, and it works great. The new ones have a battery indicator like these lights do too. So multiple points of light, 2 forward, 2 back, so I have redundancy there. But that's my kit that I use. So again, Dave from Stuff Outdoor Dad's here with this Commuter Bike series. Hope you like it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or any content that you want me to talk about or cover that I'm not. All right? So until the next video, see you later.